Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, hi, hello, my name is Hannah and welcome. In today's video, we are going to be continuing on our gameplay for Bookshop Box Games. So welcome to episode 6. Before we get started with this video, I really just want to give you guys all a special shout out and a huge thank you for all the support that you guys showed my latest releases, which is my Bookshop Companion as well as my Volume 1 Tourist expansion. I was literally like, we released this last week, so literally episode 5 last week on Wednesday. And by like day 3, I wish I was making this up. I was in tears, you guys, because I just really appreciate all of the support that you guys give me and my videos, my business. Thank you so much. And I just really genuinely hope that you guys enjoy this game as much as I had making it. All of my box games mean so much to me because I built them from the ground up, literally from like a blank page and just an idea in my head. And my goal really with these box games is not to sell you guys a product, but to give you guys a fun experience. I want you guys to be able to step out from the stresses of the world and to just dive into this little world and to forget about everything else, even for just a little bit, and you know, have fun while also saving money on the side. That's really what my entire goal is with these box games, and I hope that my box games are doing that for you. So anyways, before I start crying, let's get on with the video. So last time we did introduce our 2 new expansions, which are the Bookshop Companions and the Tourists. So I'm gonna go ahead and set everything up again. I think in future videos, I might just like do a little bit of setup before I start hitting record. But since it's a new expansion, I'll show you guys how to do it again. I have gone and taken out these cards. I think the best way to play is to just have them on the side so that you guys aren't like flipping through the binder all the time. Speaking of the binder, let's open this up and have it on the side here. And the first thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to take our book cards. And last time, I know that we sold one of these rare books, which is new to our game. And I've decided to take mine out. So once I sell a rare book, I'm going to take it out. Because really the sole purpose of the rare books is for the tourists. So we're going to go ahead and shuffle this a little bit. And hopefully we'll get a good mix here. So there's our book cards, and obviously with a side of cat hair, you guys, like I always say, if you're a cat parent, you know, it's just everywhere, no matter what I do. And then we're gonna go ahead and take our customer cards. So just as a recap, we have our 4 tourists left, and then we have 2 horror fans, which are Noah and Aaron. We have Stacy, and she's the only one left for our romance. And then Steve, who's the only one left for our fantasy van. So we're getting close to finishing like the original customers. However, when it comes to the tourists, we've got a while to go. So yeah, and then we have our companions here. And I think I did end up taking out one companion. I forget who it was last time. No, it was Acorn. So what I'm going to be doing is to give the other companions a fair shot of being drawn. I'm going to take out Acorn because I'm pretty sure we used Acorn a lot last time. Yeah, I think it was Acorn. Sorry, bad memory. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to shuffle these, and I'm going to take out 2 companions at random, and I'm not going to look at it at all. So from here, I'm going to draw this one and this one. And I'm not even going to look at this discard pile because I don't want to know which companions I drew. And then I'm going to go ahead and shuffle this right here. I hope that you guys are having a great day today. Let me know down in the comments if you guys picked up this game during the sale. And I'm pretty sure at least when this video goes up, today will be the last day for the 50% off sale to welcome in our new expansions. So make sure that if you guys are eyeing this game or you've been eyeing this game and the expansions, to grab that, because I only ever really do 50% off sales whenever there's a launch. Other than that, I do sales, but they're not as much. We're going to go ahead and grab our pricing card here. Let me see. Yeah, I don't have my 4-sided die like within reach, but I do have a 6-sided. So I think what we're gonna do is if we roll a 5 or a 6, we'll just re-roll it because I'm only working with 50 bucks this week. So I don't want to go higher than 4. Okay, I'm gonna re-roll that because that was a 5. So 1 for the mystery books this week, 3 for the romance. I'm gonna re-roll that. Bruh. 3 for the horror, and lastly, re-roll 1 for the fantasy. Okay, this week is super nice to us, I think. So yeah, there's that. And just as a reminder for the rare books, they will cost as much as the most expensive book, which is $3 for us this week. If you guys are working with a different currency or a higher budget, feel free to just kind of make up the numbers, whatever feels comfortable for your budget. It's the main reason why I wanted to make everything custom for this game so that it's literally for everybody. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna stock books. Let's see, so we got fantasy, horror, mystery, and I'm gonna try and keep organized here. Mystery. Oh my goodness, what in the world? Okay. So let's see who we are going to welcome in first. So we have Steve. You guys know that I love Steve. So Steve, the only thing, or rather the only things he wants are the Moonlight Treaty and the Velvet Siege, none of which we have. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him a recommendation, and I'm going to do the Ash Crown and one of these mystery novels, The Missing Trail. I do remember from last time that I'm pretty sure Quinn needs the Cold Case Club, so I'm going to keep that in the corner there so that I don't sell it. But for Steve, we are going to do a total of $1 plus another dollar, which is $2 for fantasy. And if you guys have been playing this along with me for the past like month and a half, 2 months or so, let me know what you guys are gonna do once you finish like a genre. Like, are you gonna take it out of the game, or are you gonna wait until you finish the entire thing? For me personally, I think I'm gonna take it out of the game just so I can funnel it into what we're saving up for this game, which is my husband's school weeks. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna wait until I finish the whole game. So let's see, we drew another mystery novel and I think a horror novel. So Steve, bye-bye. Thank you so much for coming in. Oh, Biscuit. Okay, so Biscuit is one of our bookshop companions, and her special ability is the next customer will buy an extra book of your choice. I like that. We're gonna hire Biscuit. So Biscuit is actually named after my oldest cat, and she's like my first cat ever. So I thought that it would be a great way to include her as well as her little brother Ace. I'll put pictures of them up on the screen into this game. So as a reminder, Biscuit does have this icon here. So every time you want to activate her ability, we are going to have to roll a die. So a success would be 4 to 6 and a fail would be 1 to 3. So we'll see how that goes for us. Our next customer is Stacy. Oh no, we don't have any romance at all. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to sell her a recommendation. And before we say goodbye to Stacy, I'm going to try and activate Biscuit's ability to get Stacy to buy another book. Apparently, we're not a very good saleswoman. So Stacy is going to say no to our offer to an extra book, and she's going to walk out with The Familiar Lie, which is going to be $1 for the romance fans. There we go. I've never been really good at sales, I don't think, so that checks out. Right, so we've got a fantasy novel here. I'm just checking if Steve needs it. He doesn't need it, so it's basically a throwaway for us. Aaron over here needs 3 horror novels, so let's see what he has on his wish list. Aaron. Okay, he needs the Static Man, and that's the only thing he needs, so we don't have that. And he doesn't want any recommendations. And let me just check Noah's and see what he needs. So he needs The Last Visitor. We don't have that either. Okay, so these are basically throwaways. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sell them to Aaron anyway. So I'm going to sell him duplicates. Maybe he wants to gift it to a friend or something, just so we can get rid of these because I don't need them anymore. Okay, so Aaron, we are going to charge you $6 for these 2 books. Ooh, so I'll take out the $6 and I'm gonna roll Biscuit's ability to see if we can convince Aaron to buy an extra book. Come on, Aaron. That dice roll is so dramatic for no reason. Okay, so it is a success. So Aaron is going to buy a book of our choice. What do we want to sell him? I want to keep this. And the other mystery novels we don't need, so we can sell him another mystery novel. So that's going to be an additional $1 for the horror fans. Thank you so much, Aaron, for saying yes. Let's go ahead and restock here. So we've got a horror novel, a mystery, and a romance. Okay. So let's see who we have next. Okay, we've got Noah. Noah wants a horror novel, and he wants The Last Visitor, and we don't have that. Okay. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to... I don't think we need The Blind Date either, I'm pretty sure. Or do we? Ooh, we do. Okay, hold on. So... I'm going to put The Blind Date here. We need the Cold Case Club and we need The Blind Date. So I'm not going to sell those. Velvet Siege. Okay. So what I'm going to do is we are going to do The Last Alibi. No, wait. Hold on. Okay, we're going to do Follow Me. I know he read it already, but I'm going to sell it back to him. And then Briarstone. There's these 2 books for his horror novel that he wants, or rather doesn't want because he already read it. And his recommendation. And then I'm gonna roll again for Biscuit's ability to try and convince Noah here to buy another book. Like, we're just upselling like crazy. Okay, that's a yes from Noah. So we're gonna sell him, what do I want to sell him? Let's do The Last Alibi. So we have $3 and then $4 and then $6. So $6 in total for the horror fans. I'm going to do a little bit of condensing here along the way. So 2 5s for a 10. And then Noah will go home with his books. Let's go ahead and restock here. Biscuit is doing such a great job with her abilities. Like, she's a really good assistant, convincing customers to buy another book with her cuteness. Okay, so we've got a few new books here. Let's see who's coming in. Ooh, okay, so Gwen is one of our new customers. She is a tourist, so let's go ahead and see what her wish list needs. We haven't completed a wish list item yet today. So, okay, so we'll go from the top to the bottom. So Midnight Call is a no. Room 9 is a no. The Blind Date is a no, but I do want to keep this for Stacy. The Iron Oath and the Velvet Siege. Ooh, wait, I think we need the Velvet Siege. Yes, we do. Okay, so how do I want to do this? So Gwen apparently is not getting anything today, but I will try and use Biscuit's ability to try and convince her to buy at least something. I want to keep these 3. Ooh, I wish I had more room. Okay. So let's roll to see if Gwen will buy another. She won't. She's like, you didn't have any of my books. I don't want to buy anything. That's totally fine. I get it. Sometimes whenever I'm at a store and I don't see what I need, I feel bad. So I just buy like a little something that I don't really need, which I'm happy to support a business, but also like it's not a good decision financially. But that's going to be it for Gwen today, or at least for now. Okay, so Quinn. Ooh, I'm pretty sure we're gonna finish Quinn like right now. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, Quinn. Yes, okay. So we did hold on to the Cold Case Club, which really paid off because that is her last wish list item. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Cold Case Club for Quinn. And that is it for her wish list, you guys. And I think that is it for the mystery fans too, because Caleb was the first customer that we completed. But right before Quinn goes for good, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll to see if we can convince her to buy another book right before she leaves. And that's a no. She's like, I'm moving out of this town and I can't, I'm on a budget. So that's it. That's going to be it for Quinn for this game. So thank you so much, Quinn, for supporting our little small business. So we're going to go ahead and charge her for that. So that's going to be $1 for Quinn. And that is officially it for the mystery fans, you guys, because Caleb is gone and Quinn is now gone too. So let's see how much the mystery fans ended up saving up. So 20, or ended up paying us rather, 20, 40, 60, 61, 2, 3, 4, $64 from the mystery fans, you guys. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so I'm going to take this out of the game, put it to the side. An earthquake went through my bookshop. Hold on. Okay, so we're going to keep those. These two we need, but the other ones I'm not so sure. Okay, the hallway. So let's see who we are going to get next. So Ron is another one of our new tourist customers. Let me just find him real quick. Okay, hello, Ron. If they do end up needing these two, I'm going to keep them because I'm saving them for the other customers. So I won't be selling them these two. So the hallway, he doesn't need. The midnight call, he does need. So we'll keep that. The Iron Oath, he doesn't need. Room 9, he has already. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to sell him the Midnight Call. And I'm going to mark that off real quick. And we're going to roll for Biscuit's ability to see if we can convince Ron to buy an additional book today. Okay, Ron, we have some pretty cool books on sale. Would you like to buy another? He said no. It's okay, Ron. It really is. It's okay. Okay, so for the tourist, we are going to put $1. And we're going to say goodbye to Ron for now. Let's go ahead and restock. So we do have quite a few fantasy novels here. Let's see who we are getting next. So we've got Felix. Okay, Felix is another one of our new customers. And let's see what Felix wants. So I'm skipping these two. The hallway, he has already. Ravens and Roses, he does need. The Iron Oath, he doesn't need. And Room 9, he doesn't need. So it's just one book for Felix today. But let's see if Biscuit can work her charm. We've had like so many no's in a row already. No. Okay, so that's going to be a no for Felix again. Guys, the luck is not on my side today. That's okay. I'm convinced that we will get a bunch of yeses in a row. Alrighty, so we have another horror novel. Let's see who is coming in. So we have Raven. Raven should be back here. Okay, so we've got the hallway, which she doesn't need. Iron Oath, she has already. They were here, no, and Room 9 is a no. Sorry, Raven. Biscuit, please. Yes, okay, so we are selling Raven another book. We managed to convince her to just buy another book. I know it's not what you came here for, but we do have a pretty cool selection here. Let me see real quick though, before I start selling random books, because I think we might need Room 9. Okay, so the horror fans, so okay, we don't need Room 9. We do need to be on the lookout for the Last Visitor and the Static Man. Okay. So I will sell you Room 9 for $3. Thank you so much, Raven. So for $3, we are going to give back $2 and grab a 5. And that is going to be it for Raven. And we have one card left. And theoretically, if I did this properly, this should be another companion. So we'll get to decide if we want to keep Biscuit for the game or if we are going to trade for another companion. So this is Peaches. We got Peaches last time too, but we got Peaches like super late into the game so that it didn't really matter. So this one says choose or draw 2 companion cards. Choose one to add to your customer/companion deck. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to do Peaches here. And I'm going to send Biscuit home like she's done for the day. And we are going to go ahead and grab everybody here. And we are going to shuffle everyone. Now, last time I did add another companion when I was reshuffling all of the customers. But I think since we got Peaches, I'm just going to skip that part because we're going to end up trying to use her ability anyways. So let's see who is coming next. We have Aaron, who is here for a horror book. I don't think we have anything he wants though. Okay, the Static Man, no, we don't have anything he wants, but I am going to sell him things that he already has. I'm so sorry, Aaron. So 2 horror novels for $6 for Aaron. Where's the horror fans? Let me see, $6, so 5 and 6. And I'm going to take this time as well to roll for Peach's ability. and see if we can get 2 companion cards. We'll draw 2 companion cards and then choose 1 to add. So go ahead and do that. So it is a success. We got a 6. And we're gonna draw just randomly from the middle. And we do look at these. So because we have to choose. Actually, I don't remember what my intention was with this. I'm pretty sure we look at them. Okay, so we drew Ace, which is notably one of the most overpowered abilities in this game. So +1 book stock space, and then Boba, where we discard the entire book stock and then redraw all the book cards. So I don't want that right now because I do have 2 books here that I think I'll be able to sell later on. So we're gonna skip Boba, but we are gonna take Ace, and we don't get to hire Ace right away. We are going to shuffle Ace into our deck here. Okay, and maybe we'll get him pretty soon. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and, whoa. Let's go ahead and restock here. So we've got a little bit of everything. Nice. Okay, so Steve, let's see. Ooh, I think we get to finish him too. No, we don't. But we do get to fulfill one of his wish lists. So the Velvet Siege, and then he wants 2 recommendations. I'm gonna do, wait. We need the Last Visitor. Okay. I need this for someone else. Okay, I think I'm going to do a Proposal in Practice because we don't need that. And then the Iron Oath I'm going to do for his 2 recommendations. So let me mark off the Velvet Siege. So he only needs the Moonlight Treaty. So we've got $3, $4, and $5 for Steve. So $5 for the Fantasy Fans. There we go. And if I remember correctly, I need these 2. Ooh. Okay. So we've got Gilded Pass, which is a rare book. I'm going to put that here at the top for the things that I want to hold because I don't want to sell them. Okay, so Steve, goodbye. Thank you for coming. So let's see who we're getting next. Noah. Okay, so let's see what Noah needs. I never remember. Noah needs the Last Visitor. That's the only thing he needs left, and we do have that. Okay, we finished another one. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Noah is officially done with his wish list. So we are going to sell him the Last Visitor, and then we're also going to sell him another book. Let's do the Silent Witness. So hold on, getting flustered here. Okay, so we've got $1 and $3, so $4 total for the horror fans. I'm going to take $1 and give them a 5. Ooh, and I'm going to do 2 5s for a 10. So that is officially it for Noah. We still have Aaron, I believe, for the horror. So we're not going to cash out this right away or right now, but that's it for Noah. Thank you so much for supporting our small business, Noah. So we're going to say goodbye to him. He is going to move to another city. So let's see. We have Love on a Layover, which I don't think we need, in the Quiet Room. I don't think we need that as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw. Ooh, yes. So we have Ace. I will say goodbye to Peaches right now because Ace is absolutely one of the best cards. Okay, so Peaches, you can go home. And we have Ace. So with Ace, we actually, instead of having 7 books in our stock, we get, or sorry, instead of having 6, we get 7. So we get to draw an extra card here. And with Ace, he doesn't have the dice roll icon, so his ability is just activated automatically. The Static Man, I think we need to keep. Yes, we do. We need to keep that for Aaron. So I'm going to go ahead and put that up here. So just as a recap, the top shelf is going to be stuff that we are holding for customers because we know they're going to need them. And then the bottom shelf is just like whatever. It's a free-for-all, up for grabs, whoever wants it. Okay, so we have Ron here, and ooh, we do have Gilded Pass, which is what he wants for his wish list. Let me grab his wish list and see what else he wants. So Gilded Pass, we are going to take that. And then any 2 books. So let's see. He does need the Static Man, but I'm gonna keep that for Aaron because I know that if we have enough money by the end of the stack here, we're gonna finish Aaron as well. So I'm gonna keep that for Aaron for now. And then the Night Shift, he doesn't need. Frostgate, he does need. The Quiet Room, he doesn't need. And Love on a Layover, he doesn't need. Okay, so it's just gonna be those two. Let me mark off Gilded Pass and Frostgate. And how much does he owe us? So the Fantasy is going to be $1, and then the Gilded Pass is going to be the most expensive book, so $3, so $4 total. 1, 2, 3. Hold on. Let me trade my 5 for some ones. Okay, so I have $5 in ones here. I'm going to give them the last one that they need. Okay, Ron, thank you so much for coming in today. All right, so let's go ahead and restock. So we have Beneath the Glass Sea and Moonlight Treaty. I think we need that. I'm pretty sure we do. Let me see. Steve, where are you? Yes, we do need that. Okay. This might be a crazy episode, you guys. We might be finishing a lot of wish lists today. We finished 2 so far, and if we play our cards right, I think we're going to finish 2 more, honestly. So let's see what we're getting. Raven. Okay, Raven. Let's see what... Oop. Steve, are you okay? Okay, so Raven here. Let's see what she needs. So I'm going to skip the top shelf. Night Shift is a no. The Quiet Room is a yes. Love on a Layover is a no. And Beneath the Glass Sea is a no. So only the Quiet Room for Raven today, which is going to cost her $3. So let me see. Let's do $2 and then trade that for a 5. I don't think we're going to get to the end of the stack. That's okay. All right, let's restock 1 book. Okay, so Gwen is our next one. Let's see if we can do anything for Gwen. Okay, so the Night Shift is something that she already has. Love on a Layover is a no. Beneath the Glass Sea is a yes. And Accidentally Yours is also a yes. Okay. So what am I doing? Okay, so Beneath the Glass Sea here. And Accidentally Yours. So that is going to be a total of $1 and $4. Ooh. Yeah, I think we're just going to give the rest to Gwen. That's unfortunate because I got the books that I really needed for the other people. No. Yeah, no, it's fine. I was like, maybe, just maybe we'll get, you know, whoever needs this, which is Steve, and then we only have to pay $1. But then again, both of these are $3. So the chances are what am I trying to say? The odds are not in my favor. So I think we're just going to give everything to Gwen. So Gwen's going to give us a little tip here for her 2 books. And that is going to be it for our gameplay. So I'm going to go ahead and get this all cleaned up and then we will count everything. All right, everyone. So let's see how much every envelope has so far. So while I'm sorting this, I do allocate $50 every single week to this game. And I honestly lost track of how much I've put in so far. I do have it on my YNAB, so I'll probably check after this video. But so far, the tourists have put together 20, 35, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 49. So almost $50, and we just added the tourists literally last week. So that's pretty cool. Romance fans have $50, $70, $80, $81, $82. Fantasy fans, let's see how much they have. 50, 75, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, $86 for fantasy. And then lastly, for horror, we have $20, $40, $50, $65, $6, $7, $8, $9, $69 in horror. And we can't forget the mystery that we finished this week, which honestly is a bittersweet feeling. But mystery all in all has 20, 40, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the $64 is going to be going to my husband's school weeks fund, and I will be doing that off camera. But that is going to be it for this week's episode of Bookshop Box Game, you guys. Again, thank you so much for all of the support that you guys showed my latest launch. I really do appreciate it. And please, if you're somebody who is planning to do content on this box game, please make sure you tag me. I would love to watch your guys' videos and see how your bookshop is doing. So yeah, make sure you tag me at PropBudgets. I would love to see your guys' content. And that is going to be it for this week's video. Thank you guys again so much, and don't forget to let me know that you enjoyed by liking this video, subscribing to my channel, and leaving a hi down in the comments below. I hope you guys have a great day and happy budgeting. Bye!